What's up, guys, and here's the review of the final movie figure in this Captain Marvel Legends wave. It's the villain Talos. So let's finish off this movie wave and get this review started. And there he is, guys, Talos, played by Hollywood's favorite bad guy. Now, I do have to admit that his sculpting looks pretty Skrull-tacular. Get it? It was like spectacular, but I was gonna say sculptacular, but then I put Skrull because he's a Skrull, and you know, so spec to Skrull to tack. That didn't really make it any better. Starting with the head, we get a pretty lit sculpt. There's so much going on his face. Just look at all that line sculpt, the contouring. He's got an awesome nose. Look at those ears, looks fantastic. And then the paint on the back, it looks like, you know, like, I don't know, purple tattoo or peach fuzz? Whatever it is, I dig that purple. Although these line sculptings on the chin kind of remind me of Thanos, so I don't know. Or the Green Goblin, honestly, overall. So, maybe Thanos and Green Goblin had a baby and it was Talos. Now with the Nick Fury eyes, we were all wondering if he was a Skrull. So let's go ahead and compare the two right here. Stop with the cat, stop it. Now here they are side by side, and you can see the eyes are, actually let me get a better view. There we go, that's better. As you can see, Nick Fury's eyes is definitely not the Skrull eyes. The Skrull eyes actually has a very, very dark shade of red with a black pupil and then, you know, black eyeliner. And that's definitely not what Fury's eyes is. In fact, one of my subscribers, Awesome Point, made a theory that maybe he's not a Skrull and maybe he just is jacked up on, you know, Kree blood juice from Captain Marvel, because maybe something went south and like he needed some help. So that's a pretty interesting theory, and that could be the cause of his green eyes. And who knows, you know, the only way to really know is to watch the movie. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Oh my god, he is a Skrull! But wait, then who's this guy? Now for the body. He wears a cloak that has a cray-cray amount of detail. I mean, just look at all these sculpt lines. It's crazy. I said cray-cray earlier. Even the collar around his neck is nicely detailed, and I really like the purple that they use. He's just full of purple. And this design goes all the way around to the back. You get more lines, more details. They definitely didn't skimp out just because it was the back. And it's just a full-length cloak, as you can see right there. Lots of details all the way around. And it's pretty soft too, as you can see. Now the cloak does attach right here, and you can pop it off if you wanted to, as you can see right there. Just has little peg holes just like that, and you can kind of open it up and see what he looks like on the inside. And honestly, there's really not much to it. It's just got some line details, you know, looks kind of like a spacesuit or something. Nothing too crazy going on there. And I tried to take it off, but you know, you can take the head off just like that, but the hardest part is getting it right over this, because if you try to do that, focus went crazy there, it's a really tight fit. I can't really get my finger in there to push it out. It feels like it's gonna tear, and honestly, you know, after breaking Robin's arm last video, I'd rather not have another broken figure. So I'm just gonna leave his cloak on. But at least Nick Fury's jacket can come off, so that's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? I tried harder because I just didn't want to be defeated, and I found out how to get it off. And the thing is, you don't go in from the front here. It doesn't work. You go in from the back. You see, you just kind of get your finger up in there, and you see this right there. Then you just kind of finagle it and kind of get it over there. Make sure his head's off. I just popped his head off. And once you get it over that arm, then kind of pull on the top here, and come on, there we go. See how it's going, and boom, there we go. Slides right off, and there you go. His jacket's off. I did it! And here's a better look at his cloak that I just called a jacket for some reason. And it's, you know, just soft rubber and nothing spectacular on the inside. Just rubber. And here's a better look at his body now that his cloak is off, and you can see it's definitely all just a bunch of lines, and it has, you know, that kind of spacesuity look, and not too special. It's got his torso pivot that oh wow, that's farther than I did before. Goes really far forward and then goes really far back, but obviously with that cloak on, he's not going to be able to do that. And his arms are pretty nice too. I do like this purple here. Got some nice detailing going on there, and the inside looks pretty nice as well. This arm's a little bit different. As you can see, he actually has this kind of like silver wrist gauntlet there, which is pretty nicely sculpted too, so that's pretty cool. I kind of dig that. Plus, this is the only hand that has a glove, as you can see, because his other hand has no glove, although he does have freakishly long fingers, which is very, very creepy. It's very goblin-like. It's like the Green Oh wait, where's his head? He's like the Green Goblin. His head's really hard to get on. There we go. Green Goblin. Onto the legs. We'll keep the cloak off so you can have a better view. He has some pretty nice details on his pants overall. It's got some nice suit detailing, that Marvel design, which is always pretty nice. I wonder if Andy Park did that. He always seems to make great suits. I really like that purple too. And he's got some pretty slick boots here too. The front looks very futuristic and alien and space type, but as you go towards the back, it almost turns into a cowboy boot, as you can see with all the wrinkles and stuff. So it's like best of both worlds or universe. I don't know. Focus. There we go. Oh, the camera cut me off. I guess it didn't like my comparison there. And there's the bottom of the feet for you with the legal Bajargo, as well as on the thigh here. And for articulation, we'll show it without the cloak and then with the cloak. His head rotates 360 and has a little bit of side to side. He has crazy up and even crazier down. His arm rotates 360 and has a decent shoulder joint that's really tight on mine. Not too bad. And a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow that goes really far. You can just kind of itch his neck back there. And then his hand also rotates and goes forward and back nice and easily on both sides too, because there's just no cuff to block it. And as you saw earlier, his torso pivot goes really far forward and really far back. And he has a waist swivel with very solid clicks. He has decent splits. And the legs go very well forward and quite a bit back because of his V-shaped alien booty. And of course he's got the thigh swivels, double jointed knee, and a huge range ankle pivot that also rotates. And now with the cloak on, it pretty much acts like a cast and just stops and hinders most of his articulation. His arm is non-changing, everything's the same there, but his head doesn't go very far back, gets stuck on the cloak, or very far forward, it gets stuck if you go down there. If you lift it and go up, you get a bit more range, but you know, it's And then obviously the torso pivot is just gone. He does rotate still, because that's not hindered, and his legs don't go back, obviously, because the cloak is in the way, but they do go forward, and the splits are, and they kind of spring them back, so they just, So, yeah, if you want articulation, take the cloak off. If you want movie accuracy, keep the cloak, I don't know, maybe he takes his cloak off in the movie, so who knows? And for accessories, he comes with none except for this bath piece for the Kree Sentry, which is disappointing because I saw in the trailer he clearly had some sort of blaster, so that's, I feel like, incomplete. Moving on, here's a nice photo montage of Talos in action. Ooh. Or should I say out of action? Ooh. And for some comparisons, here he is next to the other Captain Marvel figures in the wave, starting with Captain Marvel, and then the bomber jacket Captain Marvel, the Legends Eggnog, and Nick Furby, and let's add the Legends Ant-Man and the Hero Vision Iron Spider. Now let's clear the slate and compare some more. Here he is next to the Infinity War Hero Vision Hulkbuster, the SH Figuarts Thanos, the Legends Thanos with newly acquired Kree Sentry leg, the Marvel Legends Cyclops, Psylocke, Wolverine, and the Mario Brothers. Wait a minute. That's not Luigi. And here's a close look at that Captain Marvel packaging, as well as the sides with the sweet artwork. There's the top. And here's a better look at that awesome Jerry Wilson artwork, as well as the wording and the other figures. And here is the bottom with the UPC. Well guys, we got another sweet figure sculpt from Hasbro. I'm really digging that head sculpt, and the cloak ain't too bad looking either. And with that, we have all the Captain Marvel Marvel Legends movie figures reviewed. For now at least. Now I want to try and snag those 2 store exclusive Captain Marvel Legends, but I usually don't have the best of luck on store exclusives, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Wish me luck. But I do have some Black Panther Wave 2 Legends on pre-order, so hopefully those show up soon. But either way, I have more MCU toys on the way, so stay tuned for Marvel Movie Toy Madness! Anyways, as always, I thank you for joining me on another Wacker review, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace!